Good morning, ladies. How are you doing? Um, I am doing good. I am actually on my way to work. It's like 7:38 in the morning. Because I normally when I go to work, I leave early enough to go to my store and get my coffee and my breakfast. But this morning I'm only going to get my breakfast, which is the egg white omelet with steak and American cheese. That's what I get for breakfast. So it is now. It's October 27th. I know my videos are like really sporadic as far as the dates and when they come out. So what you're seeing now, yeah, it's the most current ones. But I want to go through some I wanted to go through some things with you, as in my my blood work results. Now, I will insert clips, of my blood work into this video. Well, not clips, basically pictures of my blood work results in this video. So, with that being said, I'm gonna put the pictures in here. All right, so you've seen the pictures. Now, what I want to say is my A1C, which if everybody's seen, my A1C was a 6. It is on, well, it's not normal because technically some places over 5 point, I believe 5 is abnormal. So no, it's not normal. It's definitely not normal now because of the fact that it is 6, and I'm like, ugh. So hold on one second. Oh, okay. Hold on. Why does it seem like my windshield wipers isn't working? Okay. That's too fast. Let me see what the slower one is. Okay, sorry about that, because it's raining, and anybody knows me, I do not like driving in the rain. I really, 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 really don't. And this thing keeps moving. There you go. So, with that being said, I am being proactive. I am starting back metformin. Actually, I have started back metformin. Yesterday was my first day at 1,000, and if anybody knows me, I actually advocate for Mecca versus metformin because Mecca is so harsh on me. I stopped Mecca. I stopped metformin on my own because metformin was making me very, very, very sick. I mean, sick to the point I was crying and I couldn't do it anymore. And anybody remember when I was pregnant with Shania, I was on 2,000 milligrams of metformin a day. I could take metformin on an empty stomach and it wouldn't bother me. But now, all of a sudden, it's just so harsh. I can't, handle it. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to eat differently to give myself like a really good diet. like breakfast, because I don't usually eat breakfast, and then lunch at work, and then I come home and have dinner. And I usually take my metformin at my lunch. So at that point, I've eaten breakfast, which is usually still oatmeals. I got these little round still oatmeals and my egg white omelet. That's my breakfast with my coffee, which is now I make it like low carb coffee, so to say. And then lunch is usually, it's this new bread that came. It's not new, but it's basically, to me, I just think it's thinner slices of bread. It's wheat bread. It's called diet bread, or not diet bread, light. It's called light bread. And basically the slices of bread is like really, really thin. And it is what it is. Yeah, true, it's still bread, but it's really thin pieces of bread. And I eat that with some lunch meat and mustard. And then I have me like maybe a few things, like a couple chips, literally just a couple chips, or I eat almonds. And I snack on the almonds because they give protein, and it also helps with putting stuff in my stomach. And then I have either a big cup of water or a diet soda, or a sugar-free drink. That's for lunch at work. And usually after I have lunch, that's when I take the metformin, and I'm pretty full from breakfast, because still cut oats, believe it or not, lasts a very long time meal wise in my stomach. Keeps me full, so it actually worked out. And then after I ate dinner last night, which was baked pork chops with string beans, and I did have a little bit of macaroni and cheese. After I ate dinner last night, I took my second metformin, and I did pretty good. So I think I'm going to just try to keep that going as much as I can. I know that what I'm probably going to end up doing is making, like when I go home, make a big pot of oatmeal and just try to get some containers to separate it, so when I go to work, I can take out my oatmeal. Now, some places I won't be able to do that all the time. Sometimes I'm going to have to get up a little bit earlier. Like the weekends is a little bit more laid back, so I would have the time to sit back, and when there's no patients in the walk-in, I will have time to sit back and microwave my oatmeal and reheat my breakfast and food, and then eat it that way. But when I'm naturally working during the week, that is a no-no, because we are swamped. So what I'm trying to do now is to just make sure that I have something in my belly before I leave home, because at lunchtime, after I eat lunch, I plan on taking my metformin at work. Okay, so that's my metformin plan, to start doing 1,000 milligrams a day and to get back used to it. I'm gonna try it. Wish me luck. I'm definitely going to try it. I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to hold myself accountable and stick to it for at least 90 days. And by that time, I should have my blood work up done again, because they do your blood work every 3 months, especially when you're on metformin. But my endocrinologist does my blood work every 3 months. So right now, my blood work results will be good for 3 months, I believe, because I know your body replenishes its hormones every 3 months. That's why they test them every 3 months, or something like that she was saying. But anyway, okay, my TSH was 3.7770. It's high, because the higher end of normal was 3.740. I'm above that by 30 points. Does it concern me? It does, but I think it has to do with my prolactin level. If y'all see, my prolactin level was 0.08. Carboline, or however you say it, is amazing. It dropped my prolactin amazingly. I've been on that medication for, I started in August, September, October. So I've been on it for 8 weeks. 2 months. Going on 2 months. Well, it's 2 months. Yeah, it's 2 months exactly. Now, when your prolactin level is too low, it can affect your thyroid. So that's where we're at with it right now. So I stopped the Cybergline, or however you want to say it. I stopped it because my prolactin is 0.08. There's no need for me to it shouldn't be 0. Women should at least have a 2. But hey, I am not complaining. It's a blessing. My prolactin level before then was 52.6, which is high. So even though it did drop, I for some reason I still didn't receive a cycle, which was weird. And like I said, not unless what I had is what I thought was implantation bleeding for those few days in September. It could have been, but I don't think it was a true AF, because when I started progesterone and I stopped progesterone, I had a true AF. So that's where we're at with it. My prolactin is normal, even though it does say the values is like menopausal and stuff like that. That's because the medication dropped my prolactin level very good and very low. So I did stop that on my own, because this was my last refill of it anyway. So my plan was to stop it, and when I go back for my 3-month checkup again, as far as my blood was concerned, because my follow-up is in 2 weeks. My follow-up is in 2 weeks with my endocrinologist. When when I have my follow-up, she's gonna give me my paperwork for my next set of blood work. I'm gonna let her know that I did discontinue it because of how low it already is. But I'm also going to ask her, can we keep refills on it just in case we go back to recheck and it's elevated again. That means I won't have to go through the whole gotta go to an appointment, gotta wait to get wait to get the prescription and start it. At least if I have the additional refills when needed, I can take it. Because the prescription is good until 2020 of August of next year. She just have to add refills to it. It's like I said, I only had 4, and I took in, I had 3, and I took 2 bottles of it already. This is the last one now. So that's all she technically has to do, is just say, okay, well, I'll give you 3 more refills when we do your blood work. If it's elevated, I want you to get your refill filled and take it. So I'm really excited that worked. I'm really excited that it helped everything out. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm actually glad that my endocrinologist listens. Because like I told her, I do want more kids. And she was like, well, let's see what's going on. She's not a RE, which I really wish I could go to. That's why I'm waiting to transfer to a new position. So I'll be able to go to a RE, because it's infertility insurance through my job at full time. So anywho, but it is what it is, because I know this is my season. I know I won't need it. It's just having to get my hormones under control. That's all. And not stress, and just go with the flow. I'm not worried about my A1C too much, because like I said, I want to do what I have to do to make sure we get that down. Now I know a lot of the things got to do with me. I love sweets. I love sweets, and it is horrible. So I'm gonna have to, cut myself back. I don't feel as though it's me cutting back on what I like. It's me trying to get everything under control. So anyway, that was pretty much all of what this video was about. Just an update of how long I've been on the medication, because I know I came on into the side effects. I will say the first 3 weeks the side effects was crazy. It really was crazy. I was nauseous. I had headaches. I was just, it was just, when I took it, I couldn't do anything else for the rest of the day. If I took it, because you took it at night. When I took it that night, that morning, that day, I was no good. I was no good all day. Because all I want to do is be in the bed, because it makes you tired. It makes you dizzy. I mean, the side effects is something that you really have to think about before you start taking it. Because I'm used to a couple of side effects here and there with new medication, but this medicine meant what it said when it said about the side effects. It meant it. So just take precaution. Make sure you can give your body time to adjust to it, because it is something totally different than what you expect. I wish I could show you guys how it looks out here. I got my headlights on. It's so gloomy and rainy and dark. I'm hoping that the sun comes out, because if not, this means it's going to get dark quicker, and yeah, I need to get gas today, but I can't get gas going to work because it'll mess you up with my time. So I'm just happy. I'm excited. So before I continue on rambling about everything, which y'all know, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. And you ladies have a wonderful day. Alright ladies, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.